Okay, I do apologize for this, but I seem to have skipped ahead and already assembled a bit of it because I was trying to figure out how to do it, and in so doing, I ended up actually doing it. So I will try to make this as simple as I can. So you had the two separate pieces. You have this assembly, then you have this assembly. All right. So what I did was you lay it down, and you lay this piece next to it, right? So then you take your rods, these little rods, and you slide them through this piece first on each side, right? So this is separate, it's not mounted here, right? So you slide them through there. Then you slide this up to the top, and then you pick it up and bring it over, and then you slide it down into these two pieces, right? And I just put them flush at the end, and I tightened them. Then you bring it down, and you mount these two at the top. Now they may not line up, you may have to squeeze them in to get the holes to line up, which is what I had to do. And then it was really stiff, it just didn't want to move. So each one of these bearing sleeve screws, I just backed off just a one or two twists, and then it flows smooth, and then I just cranked it. I didn't crank it down, I just twisted them forward another one or two just to stiffen it up a little. But it works. It actually hits the switch just before it hits the top here. So this really wasn't all that difficult to actually assemble. It looks a little more difficult in the in the picture, and the description makes it sound a little difficult. But it really isn't. You got this piece separate. You slide these rods into this piece first. Then you take that piece, bring it over here, slide the rods into the bottom. Then you find these pieces, slide them on the top, and using your M5s, the same as at the bottom, you mount these two up top. All right. Then you get a motor bearing, or a motor pulley, and there's two set screws on it. I'll take a look at the motor shaft. I don't know if this will actually pick it up, but you see there's a flat spot. That's where that's where you want the set screws to go, is over the flat spots on the motor shaft. Otherwise you'll never get it on there. So now that we got that done, and that was, fairly quick actually, we're going to attempt to route the belt. That's going to be a lot of fun. Not that it'd be extremely difficult, it's just going to be, a pain. So we're going to look for the shortest piece of belt. So I just grab them all by the top, and then we just grab the shortest one out, like so. Alright, so what's it saying to do here? So I think it's saying to zip tie it up to here, but I don't know what direction to do it, because you don't want to do it and then have the teeth be backwards. So if I go like that, and then I were to do that and come back up like they want me to, it looks like this would be the right way. They started down here. They took the teeth facing up like this, and they want you to make sure that the teeth are interlocked together when you zip tie it. When you zip tie it around this. Man, these are some giant zip ties though. Wow. So it doesn't say exactly how much you have to play with. So I will just kind of get it started. I'm not actually going to crank it down just yet. I want to get it in line here. So if we do this, well, that certainly didn't do anything. Boy, this zip tying thing sucks. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, we got a little bit of leeway up there. Push it tight against the bolt here. Is it supposed to slip right off of there? So anyway, we'll find out. Maybe it doesn't really matter if it slides up or down, because once it's actually in place and tight, it may not matter. So then, this is supposed to run up. And you have these two that you mounted up here, the two pulleys, or the two bearings. It has to go between them because it actually, they actually want it to be on the second one. So what I'm going to do is fish it through. Okay, well, we'll try it this way. See what happens. There's no way I'm going to get it to stay on that damn nut by itself. Now there is a diagram on how this is supposed to go. And you're probably going to have to look at the diagram because there's really no way I can show you this. Okay. Alright, I got it over the bottom pulley here. Pull it through and put that piece on there like that. Okay, so I got that like that. Okay, so then it goes around the bottom pulley like so. It's going to go back up to the top. Over the motor. Alright, then around this top pulley here, like so. And then around here. Right, but I don't know how tight you're supposed to make it. But that is definitely the way it's supposed to go. Oops, came right off. I guess you tighten it up top maybe? I mean, it's supposed to be as tight as you can get it. Ooh. I think I need to pull the motor one out just a little bit. let's see how tight we're supposed to make it. Six or 7 pounds of tension on the belt. How am I supposed to know what that is? Alright, well, let's just pull it. This knife is sharp enough to cut this thing. Yeah, it's not. Okay. There we go. I think I need to pull the motor bearing out just a little bit, or so we'll loosen that up. Go. That's centered a little better on the middle bearings there. Because it was riding just a little bit low on it. Now remember, there's 2 set screws on these. There we go. So, I don't know if it really helps at all, but we started down here on the center screw, right there. I ran it up, and it, let's see, you really can't see it. There you go. Through that bottom one, came back down, went around here, then it went all the way up, came all the way up, goes over the motor, then it goes around this top one, then it goes back up here and ties off. Alright, well, let's hope that's good, right? Okay. Well, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to leave this extra slop on here in case I need to make an adjustment or something went wrong. It gives me something to play with. But once I get it all together and it's working, I'll probably trim this off, or maybe I'll just fold it up here just to keep it, because it never hurts to have extra belt in case something happens. So anyway, let me know. I know I already jumped the gun and put this together, but I'll answer any questions if I can. The next step is actually going to be assembling the frame and putting the pieces on there. All right.